Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth to you, I say Shalom. This is a Montazar from the Chicago camp coming back at you again with another lesson entitled Driving While Black and Brown in the New Covenant. Okay? Driving while black and brown in the new covenant. All right. So in this title, I'm making fun of those who believe that they're in the new covenant. Okay. Because you can look at this thumbnail and you can see Jake, right? He's getting a ticket from Esau Edom. Okay. Now these people are set up to oppress us. Now I don't know about you, but the last time I got a ticket, I didn't feel like it was a blessing. I felt like it was oppression. All right. So, still in captivity, subject to payments and being defrauded in the new covenant. Is that what we're doing? Okay. We're still subject to payments and being defrauded in the new covenant? I don't think so. This is Baruch 3 and 8. It says, Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers which departed from the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, our power. All right. So we're still subject to payments. All right. This man will stop us and write us a ticket as a form of oppression. All right. I remember having a light out on uh, my license plate, and I'm headed to work. It's 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Police pulled me over, and I live here in this city. So the police is pulling me over in the city where I live, and he could have just gave me a warning and said, "Hey, did you know that your license plate light was out?" Nope. He had to give me a ticket. Okay, he had to give me a ticket, and I'm paying taxes here in the city. He could have warned me, but he had to oppress me, right? This is Sirach 34 and 21. It says, The bread of the needy is their life. He that defrauded him thereof is a man of blood. He that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him. And he that defrauded the laborer of his hire is a blood shedder. When one buildeth and another pulleth down, what profit have they then but labor? When one prayeth and another curseth, whose voice will the Lord hear? Well, this not head ass. Let me read this again. Salakia. I got this knothead nigga woman next door. She come out in the hall talking too damn loud. All right, let's go back. Okay, this is Sirach 34 and 21. It reads that the bread of the needy is their life. He that defrauded him thereof is a man of blood. He that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him. And he that defrauded the laborer of his hire is a blood shedder. When one buildeth and another pulleth down, what profit have they then that but labor? When one prayeth and another curseth, whose voice will the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, hear? Okay? So in this article, or in this lesson, we're about to look at an article, all right, that shows, all right, Esau oppressing and defrauding the what? The so-called black and brown people. All right. This is Micah 2 and 1. It says, Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. In the power of whose hand? The wicked. Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right. The earth right now is still under the vibration of Esau, Edom. That's why he writes the laws, and that's why he's able to oppress us. Okay. All right. Even to this day, he will not be able to press us in the new covenant. Okay. This is Sirach 4:1. It says, "My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long. Make not a hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress. Add not more trouble to a heart that is vexed, and defer not to give to him that is in need. Reject not the supplication of the afflicted, neither turn away thy face from a poor man. Turn not away thine eye from the needy, and give him none occasion to curse thee. For if he curse thee in the bitterness of his soul, his prayer shall be heard of him that made him." Okay, so Esau, Edom, this is exactly what's going on. In this kingdom, we're constantly oppressed. Okay, we got bills for this, bills for that. All right, money going out. We paying for water. Okay, uh, we're paying for everything. We're getting taxed on everything. Okay, the taxes come out your check. All right, and then you taxed on every damn thing you buy afterwards. Right. So money is tight. All right, rent and mortgages is steady going up. The price of cars is going up. The high inflation, all right, when it comes to even with the gas is prices going up. And as you're dealing with all the stressors, all right, of this place, right? Here come Esau pulling you over for a damn uh traffic traffic light that he created. Okay? You didn't stop before the line, or whatever it is, or you got a light out on your license plate. All right. So here he is writing you another ticket, $120 ticket for absolutely nothing. All right. But it's all a form of oppression. All right. So let's look at this article. It says police stop more black drivers while speed cameras issue unbiased tickets. New study from Chicago. Okay. So here in Chicago, they did a study and they're looking at the traffic lights. All right, they're looking at the cameras versus the actual physical stops. Traffic stops by Chicago police have more than doubled over the past 9 years in what the American Civil Liberties Union, a civil rights group, is calling the new stop and frisk. Stop and frisk is when officers stop and search people based on reasonable suspicion that they are involved in criminal activity. The practice has been documented to disproportionately target Black and Latino people. Wow, who is that? Those are the Israelites. Okay, so that means that the Israelites are still being oppressed if we're in a new covenant. All right, so they're being targeted uh, or disproportionately target Black and Latino people, not only in Chicago, but also in New York and across the United States. All right. In Chicago, it has declined sharply since 2025 reform agreement between the ACLU and the Chicago Police Department. So they're talking about the stop and frisk. Okay. All right. Has declined, okay, because of basically these ACLU cases. Meanwhile, traffic stops have surged in Chicago, rising from less than 200,000 in 2016 to over 570,000 in 2023. And much like stop and frisk, police disproportionately stop Black drivers in Chicago, according to our latest study examining racial bias in traffic enforcement. Okay? So the scriptures talk about us being a prey. Okay? So the Israelites are still a prey, being preyed upon, all right, by Esau. Drivers, automated enforcement, and police stops. Our research published in June 2024 used data on the racial composition of drivers on every street in Chicago. We then compared who's driving on roads with who's being ticketed by the city speed cameras and who is being stopped by the Chicago police. Our findings show that when speed cameras are doing the ticketing, the proportion of tickets issued to black and white drivers aligns closely with their respective share of the roadway users. With human enforcement, in contrast, police officers stop black drivers at a rate that far outstrips their presence on the road. For instance, on roads where half of drivers are black drivers receive approximately 54% of the automated camera citations. However, they make up about 70% of police stops. Okay? On roadways where half of the drivers are white drivers account for around half of the automated citations and less than 20% of police stops. There you have it. Okay? That right there is that perpetual hatred. Okay? That right there, we are not in the new covenant. We're still being oppressed. All right? The technology is saying that the cameras, they stop whoever does the infraction at an equal rate. Okay? At an equal rate. But when the police officers are involved, the rates of who's being stopped skyrocket. Okay? Even when there's 50% white, so-called white, and 50% so-called black, they're stopping the so-called blacks at a rate that's 70%. Okay? As high as 70%. And this isn't versus the cameras. So they call it driving while black. Our research adds to other evidence that shows racial bias is a problem in traffic enforcement. A problem sometimes summarized as driving while black. Okay? All right, so we're going to call it driving while being an Israelite. All right? And that's not going to happen in the new covenant. All right, just so you know. All right, so the point now is proven. Okay? You still have that perpetual hatred, all right, that Esau has against the children of Israel, and he uses them for prey, all right, and he oppresses them. This is Sirach 35:13. He will not accept any person against a poor man, but will hear the prayer of the oppressed. All right, talking about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He will not despise the supplication of the fatherless, nor the widow when she poured out her complaint. Do not the tears run down the widow's cheeks, and is not her cry against him that causeth them to fall? He that serveth the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds. The prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds, and till it come nigh, he will not be comforted, and will not depart, till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment. For the Lord will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient toward them, till he have smitten in sunder the loins of the unmerciful, and repaid vengeance to the heathen, till he have taken away the multitude of the proud, and broke the scepter of the unrighteous, till he have rendered to every man according to his deeds, and to the works of men according to their devices, till he have judged the cause of his people, and made them to rejoice in his mercy. All right. So the Lord is going to definitely pay back, okay, those that have oppressed us. All right. And in closing, we're going to look at Isaiah 60 and 14 and Jeremiah 30 and 16. Okay. Let me make sure this not jumbled up. All right. And this is how you know we are not in the new covenant. Okay. This is Isaiah 60 and 14. It says, the sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of Yahweh, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Okay? So those who have afflicted us, all right, are gonna come bending. Okay? They're gonna bend themselves down to the soles of our feet. All right. Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured. See, they're not being devoured right now. All they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all they that prey upon thee will I give for prey. Okay? So, no, we're not in the new covenant yet. We're still being oppressed and devoured, and we're still a prey. All right? And this latest article, all right, driving while black and brown, okay? This latest article showing you here using technology in Chicago about the disproportionate stops of the so-called Israelites. Okay? So we are still yet in this day in the land of our captivities being oppressed and subject to payments. This has been Driving While Black and Brown in the New Covenant. I pray that this lesson has been edifying. To the next one. Shalom.